Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, this is going to be a doozy of a video. We have two topics to cover. The first one is going to be how the Queen signed off on the Apple series that Harry just produced. And the second one is on an unbelievable article that I found called It's Harry Who Wants to Be Diana 2.0. Stay tuned and let's get going. We know that Oprah and Prince Harry have been working on this Apple TV series for years. And of course, now it's come out that the Queen gave a nod and a sign-off go-ahead to Harry to do this. She was told it was going to be about a mental health series for veterans. That's right. The Queen gave her blessing to this in 2018 when he first discussed doing the mental health series with Oprah. If I had to take a guess, I would say that probably was what it was initially supposed to be about. But of course, then things went south with his family and he changed what it was. You know, I have to tell you, I think one of the things that's really bothering me about this series that they're doing and the people they've got going on there is that these people see themselves as victims. If you have had horrible things happen to you and you've managed to pull yourself together and you've managed to become rich and famous and, you're living in mansions and whatever, you're not a victim. You're a survivor. So Harry and Oprah, neither one of them have any expertise in the field of mental health except for the fact that they call themselves victims, are now going to host a follow-up town hall meeting, finally, with some specialists and some mental health professionals. I think these two could probably use a little professional mental health. I have to tell you that the fact that these two think that they're the saviors of everybody with mental health issues, like nobody has ever had mental health issues, nobody ever talked about it, it was just this taboo subject until these two came along, just like chaps my butt. And for those of you who are unaware, mental health care actually started back in the 5th century BC. That's right, believe it or not, these two did not come up with it. I have to be honest, I think these two feel that somehow they're going to be the saviors of everybody with mental health issues by bringing multimillionaires on to talk about their mental health issues, which should make you feel better about yours. Okay, for our next topic, you guys know that I did a video and I brought up this blind gossip article, and it talks about how Meghan was responsible for everything because she had a long game in plan. Well, then I found this article sent to me by one of my followers called It's Harry Who Wants to Be Diana 2.0, and he's actually the problem. It was written by somebody called Sniffles the Mouse. It's on Tumblr. You guys should look it up and read it. But basically, it takes it from another point of view, and I'm going to try to put it in a nutshell. So what the article says is, while Meghan doesn't have clean hands, the problem is actually coming from Harry. It was Harry on the bus with James Corden by himself. It was Harry in the interview with Dax Shepard. You really don't see Meghan, and she's claiming it's because she's pregnant, but lots of people talk while they're pregnant. It's Harry that's giving the interviews, making the deals, making all the announcements. Now, the article also points out it could be that Meghan's figured out what's going on because she could be getting ready to markle him. I mean, she did say that she was suicidal and her husband didn't give her any help. She did say it was Fergie who taught her how to curtsy. The article points out that it was Google who had to teach her the national anthem. That while the two of them were dating, Harry apparently did not appropriately prep her for royal life. So therefore, he's failed her. And he recently admitted in public that he has a drug problem, an alcohol problem, and an anger management problem. Now, let's be fair. If she had the idea that, if this was all her idea, I'm going to marry him and pull him away and I'm going to become a big star, obviously it's massively backfired. The article points out that she may think she's in control, but she's not. And it's him they want, not her. But she's not going down without a fight. Harry is like his mother. They're both playing the victim narrative. They're both talking about how they were rock stars in the royal family until it became cold and abusive, and then they had to run away. He's aware that his wife wants to keep those titles, and the article points out that Harry is going to continue to oversaturate and push in the media until those titles are either removed by Parliament and the Queen, or they have to renounce them and give them up. Harry's problem is he's jealous of William. He has issues living in the shadow of his future king father and future king brother and future king nephew. And so he's using the same attack model that his mother used to merch and disrupt the institution. And that made her a star. So I guess he figures that'll make him a star. But they both wanted the entire spotlight. Now, there is one thing in this article which really caught my attention, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. It could be, but let me give you this. It basically says he needs an exit strategy. So he's the one pitting the press to attack her as the true culprit so that if they split, he can go home and play her victim. But if they split and he's, hanging out in Hollywood and everything's okay, then he can play victim to Oprah and Gayle King. I'd like to give a shout out to my follower, Melissa Light, who pointed out that in a previous video where Harry was shown sitting on the beach looking out at the ocean, it's the same place and the same clothes he wore when he was papped not too long ago, which just goes to prove that everything is staged. And now it's Finn update time. Do you guys remember not long ago I told you I let him sleep with us and he got up during the night and peed in the laundry room? Well, the other day we were busy because my youngest graduated high school, and so we had him boarded for the night, and the next morning I got up and stepped in a big puddle of urine in the laundry room. That's right, it was the cats. Finn was falsely accused, so now he's back sleeping with us again, even though the trainer told us not to do that because he'll develop separation anxiety. I don't care, he's so snuggly, he's staying with me. Anyway, you guys really need to pull this article and read it on your own. I just find it so telling and so interesting to see it from the other side. Where Blind Gossip said it was Meghan's fault, this one gives impelling arguments as to why it's Harry's fault. I am really looking forward to your comments on this particular video. I'd love to know what you think about Harry doing a bait and switch with his grandmother, and what you think about the difference between the two articles, the Blind Gossip article and now this other article, seeing it from the other side. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget about that coffee fund. And as always, have a fabulous day.